The block 3 video overview. So just going to quickly run you through the third block of this Bay Games training. Just starting on this overview tab here. So if you have a look down here now, you would have seen I posted up in the team app. I'm actually going to be away in New Zealand, which I booked after I'd sort of set up all this. So all we're going to do is just push the 5K run and the baseline testing. We'll just push it back by a week. So sorry about that. But it shouldn't affect anything too much. So if we just come over here, you'll see block 3 starts on the 28th of June. The focus, Olympic technique, vertical pulling, overhead pressing, and a little bit of stuff on double unders for the skill. And the conditioning, we're now into MAP 7 and MAP 6. So MAP stands for maximal aerobic power. The 7 is just, and the 6, these are just numbers for me that sort of help structure the sessions in terms of time and duration. But basically, the higher the number, the longer the circuits will be, okay, but the fewer that you will do. Okay, as the number goes down, okay, the circuits get shorter, but you do more of them. Okay, mixed modal, what that means is it's a mixed modality. So a typical mixed modal workout will be something with cyclical aerobic work, like for instance a rower, something with power. So it might be an Olympic lift, it might be a heavy compound lift like a deadlift, and something body weight. So you're sort of covering off on all modalities. Or a lot of modalities of training. Okay, so let's jump into it. So if we come down here, we go across to block 3. Okay, you'll see that stuff up the top there, just breaking down the purpose of the training. If we start with day 1, again, there's mobility and breathing drills at the start of the session. There's a warm up in here, okay, and again, all these videos, they should all be there, so you shouldn't have too many issues with this. But again, focused around mobility. Spelling mistake, that's all right. Mobility and just generally prepping the body for what's coming. Now the power and technique, we've got snatch pull and hang power snatch. Then we've got 30 single skips, and we're aiming to do those unbroken. And then we've got 10 pogo jumps with a double thigh tap at the top. Okay, so that exercise there, that's prepping for double unders. Okay, so that's about getting timing. There's no skipping rope involved in that. You'll literally just jumping on the spot, tapping your thighs twice fast at the top of that jump. Strength, so we've got overhead single arm dumbbell press, okay, so 10 each side. Keep that reasonably light. We shouldn't be struggling. You shouldn't be compromising your trunk. You should be bolt upright in a kneeling position and able to press that weight overhead. You'll have your hands in a neutral position. And that'll be superseded with pull-ups, okay? If you can't do pull-ups, that's fine. It's double the number and you'll do jumping pull-ups. And that the week 3, you'll notice that changes, okay? So the pull-ups, the structure changes, okay? So you'll actually go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which should hopefully allow you to add some load to those pull-ups if you can. Coming down the bottom here, so we've got our aerobic power sessions, okay? So basically they're circuits, okay? You'll see initially they're longer circuits, okay? And then they'll go down into shorter circuits as we go through. Now those testings, they will actually jump across a week, but that's okay. That won't make a difference. So you can see you've got 10-minute session here. You've got a 400-meter row and single arm squat and press and a burpee over the rower. So that's your example of a mixed modal session. Okay. As you come down here, we're down to 5-minute rounds with 3 minutes rest. Don't be fooled. When the rounds get shorter, that means they get harder, because the idea is to work as hard as you can for that given period of time. So when something's only 5 minutes long or 3 minutes long, you can work very, very hard. Okay, if something's 10 minutes long, you're going to have to pace it a little bit more in order to actually get through 10 minutes. What you don't want to do is get 90 seconds in and be done and not be able to finish it. Then you've gone too far. Day 2, same warm-up, okay, we do same structure. You'll have clean pulls, you'll have a hang clean, and then you'll have the power jerk. Okay, we've worked on all these movements. If you're unsure about any of the Ollie lifts, please just come and give us a yell, or give Billy a yell. Single skips, and then you're going to accumulate 10 double unders. Okay, now these are very frustrating, but you'll try to get 10 of them. Once you've got 10, stop. Okay, don't try and do more, just stop. Okay, and you can come back to it next week. Strength, lat pull downs, overhead walking lunges. Okay, you can use a bar for those overhead lunges, or you can use kettlebells. or dumbbells. Doesn't really matter. You'll find the bar is probably easier, okay? And then once you're comfortable with that, you can either load it or you can move to dumbbells, kettlebells. Same structure on the conditioning. Okay, so you got a couple of longer sets here in the first couple of weeks, and then we get more rounds of shorter work. Now, just something else too, if you look at this 6 by 5 minute rounds with 3 minutes rest, that is a long session. Okay, so just be mindful of that when you're looking at your warm-up, your power, your technique, and your strength. Okay, you may find that you want to do that conditioning completely on its own on another day, or you might want to give the strength and power stuff a miss because you're doing that in your own training or in your PT sessions. So up to you how you do it. Swimming, okay, as usual, there's a bit of swimming in here down the bottom, okay. We've got the advanced and the beginner, and it's totally up to you whether or not you do that, but it's there if you want it. And now that's it for block 3. This is the first sort of block where we get a little bit, we'll get a little bit more intense. So you've had a gentle aerobic building base in block 1, and then that's been accelerated a little bit in block 2, and in block 3 now we're starting to ramp it up. So some of these conditioning sessions especially should be fairly challenging. So I'm really keen to hear you guys' feedback. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.